Hello everyone, welcome back to another video where today we're going to be talking about some of the latest things from across the Doctor Who world. But before we get into it, if you could do me a teeny little favour and click that subscribe button. Our next stop is 15,200, so if you could help us get there, that would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I genuinely believe with your support we can do it. Also, feel free to watch the end of the video if you want to, because you don't want to miss any of the things we discuss. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter if you want to, as I post my regular Doctor Who opinions over there. But with that said, let's get into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about today is that Rachel Talalay, director for Doctor Who's 60th anniversary episodes, or at least a couple of them, I believe Chania Button is the other director for the 60th. She has been doing a little bit of a tease on Twitter for the anniversary and just for Doctor Who, I guess. So she says, Doctor Who tease, look away, New Who, member of showrunners worked under, greater than or equal to 3. Number of writers worked under, greater than or equal to 1. Number of doctors worked with, greater than or equal to 4. Number of episodes directed, greater than or equal to 8. Number of companions, greater than or equal to 3. Your fault, you looked, misdirects within, but no untruths. So I'm going to break this down because obviously, like, some people are saying, oh, you know, this means a Stephen Moffat episode for the 60th anniversary, so I kind of want to break it down for you all so you all understand. So it says, number of showrunners worked under, 3. Now, this might seem weird at first, like, why isn't there 3? Obviously, we know about Russell T Davies for the 60th and Stephen Moffat, but who's the third one? Well, Chris Chibnall, because technically, the Twice Upon a Time scene, she directed Jodie's first scene, which was under Chibnall's team, so technically she has worked under all 3 New Who showrunners. Number of writers, she says greater than 1. Obviously, the main writer she's worked with is Stephen Moffat, but also Russell T Davies, so nothing out of the ordinary there. Number of doctors worked with, 4. Now again, this might seem a bit weird because you think of, well, Peter Capaldi and David Tennant, the 2 main ones that she's worked with, but then you've also got to consider David Bradley's version of the first Doctor, as well as Jodie Whittaker, as I said, in the aforementioned Twice Upon a Time scene. Okay, so then it says number of episodes directed, 8. Now, this is interesting because on Rachel Talalay's wiki, there's 7 major episodes listed, as well as the Heaven Sent shorts. But obviously, if you count the 60th, that brings her total up to 8. Now, this kind of confirms something interesting, mainly that she's only directing 1 of the alleged 3 episodes, because we know Chania Button is also directing an episode, so that implies to me maybe Chania Button will be doing the other episodes, maybe episode 3 or episode 1, depending on, because I believe she's doing episode 2, or we're going to get another director alongside Chania Button and Rachel Talalay to direct the remaining episode, if there is indeed 3, which is the strong rumour at the moment. And then the final one is number of companions worked with, 3, so this would mean Bill, Clara, and Donna. So yeah, this is a very interesting little sort of tidbit because it doesn't really give much away, but it's got us all thinking for a bit, so I hope I could provide some sort of clarification as to what this all means, because I was looking at it for a solid 10 minutes at first. Just to be sure as well, Rachel Talalay did confirm she meant greater than or equal to. The next thing I just wanted to talk about, I know this has been out for a while, but producer Nikki Wilson had some comments on the Centenary special of recent that I just wanted to go over, really. We've already been over Sagan Akinola's comments on the Centenary, so I won't repeat those, but from Nikki Wilson it says, it was really important we gave Jodie a good send-off. She's been so phenomenal as the Doctor. We just wanted to do her justice with a really thrilling, high-stakes journey for her final episode, and I really think we delivered that. Wilson added the visual effects for the episode are huge, which will certainly be exciting news for Whovians. So yeah, not too much to glean there, but obviously, big episode, a lot of big VFX, which is interesting nonetheless. And then the final thing I wanted to talk about, the possibility of Matt Smith returning. Now, I've said before, I think it's more than likely that there is just one Doctor returning for the 60th, that being David Tennant, and I still believe that to be true. But what got me thinking about this was recently, Matt Smith has appeared at San Diego Comic-Con promoting, I believe, Game of Thrones House of the Dragon, and he's sporting a look that's very familiar to us Doctor Who fans. Now, obviously, we do tend to overanalyze haircuts over here. It's always something that Doctor Who fans tend to do, but that has also worked to our advantage in past times, like, for example, when Tennant restored his Doctor haircut, and obviously, that was for the 60th anniversary. So this does have a trend of having some correlation to Doctors coming back, obviously as well. If you want to talk about not Doctors, then John Barrowman coming back as Captain Jack Harkness for Series 12. He also obviously had to dye his hair for the role. Obviously, that's not proof of anything, but I do think there is still a slim possibility of Matt Smith being in it. Also interesting to note that both Karen Gillan and Jenna Coleman were also at this event. There was a picture of Matt Smith and Karen Gillan together, which is just lovely, and it's what I used for the thumbnail of this video, so if you've spotted that, then well done. But yeah, I really hope he does come back. As you may know, he's my favourite Doctor, and I'd love to see him back. And while the haircut's not really evidence, there's a little part of me that's just like, oh, maybe he is. Even though chances are it's just gonna be David, which I'm happy with. But let me know in the comments below what you think the chances are of Matt Smith coming back for the 60th anniversary. He's one of those ones that feels really open to doing it, so I hope they do at least give him a small cameo. I'd really appreciate that. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think about any of the things we discussed today. Like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you later. Shout out to Debs Iona, Shane Smith, Ree Keffin, Seb Lowndes, Jay Monroe, Hash Shandycoot, Patrick Mewson, Simon Ashley, Steve Safaro, Andrew Townsend, Alex Robbins, Michael Dykes, Paul Bryden, Sam Yates, Michael Rhodes, Jerry the Meerkat, Heretic, Cameron Jefferson, John M, Andrew Evanson, JM97, Gallifreyan Rob, Cliff's Random Silliness, Kyle McCroy, Nova Wolf Gaming, Carol Jude, Mr. KNL, Autumn Matthews, Josh Rocks123, The Raggedy Jedi, Upmixed Time Lord, Ian. If you want to become a member, feel free to do so. It really helps out. You get exclusive posts, shout outs in every video, and even your own badge and custom emojis to use.